Hope this email finds you well. Overworked and Underplayed is a not-safe-for-work Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast about a group of young professionals from the real world who find themselves transported to a strangely familiar place full of fantasy and magic. See attached for episode description and content warnings. Thanks for listening.
Hello, this is Randy Sheila Koala here with my co-host.
Good day, mates. This is Wallaby Jenkins here with Into the Wild Corporate Retreats.
We're going to give you the rundown of one of our most favorite new groups. So here we are watching a live stream.
This group stumbled upon our camp and we pulled them into the program. But you know, you really don't know about a corporate group until you see how they function under stress. So we're going to release our trained bear, Barnaby Jenkins here. Barnaby, are you ready? We're going to release him into the camp and see how they act under stress.
You know, we like to have Eric leave as well to increase that stress that you were talking about. So their subject matter expert is now leaving the camp and Barnaby is here. Looks like they're starting to stir.
All right, Barnaby, just like we trained, go get your squirrel. Now we can see the bears slowly entering the camp. You see the lookouts have fallen asleep. That's just poor planning. That's how you end up cactus, mate. You gotta always make sure you got your best people on point.
That's right. There's got to be a lack of communication. See that all the time.
Yes, that's very common with our corporate groups. Now, Barnaby is slowly making his way up to the canvas. Oh, one of them's awake. You see that there, Randy?
I do.
Now, that's a go-getter.
Yeah, she's on top of it. You can tell
she's
she
literally
takes
going
initiative.
and getting somebody else right now.
Yep, and that's how they form a team, really. She's building a staff almost.
Oh my goodness. Now watch, they're communicating. They're trying to communicate quietly. Oh, she just dumped over a pot of something. They hear a lot of metal clanging. Barnaby's on them now.
All right, looks like most of the group's woken up and they're approaching the bear. Oh no, it looks like somebody gave them weapons.
Weapons are not part of the program. Don't they know this is supposed to be a weapon-free zone?
Oh god, looks like Barnaby's taking a hit.
Oh no.
Oh, cut this out and post. We are not including
Crikey,
this.
that one just cut into Barnaby's neck.
Oh no, Barnaby's poor brain is spilled out.
Oh, cut. This is not part of the program.
Well, next time you want to do your corporate retreat with Into the Wild Corporation, give us a call.
Good day. Welcome, listeners. I am your DM or district manager, Alex Capps, and this could have been an email. This is Overworked and Underplayed, a D&D podcast for young professionals by young professionals. Today's icebreaker: what is your favorite conspiracy theory?
What up? It's your boy Marcel Hardy playing Richard Cox, a human consultant turned halfling bard who wholly believes it's better to be lucky than to be good, but it's best to be both. And Richard's favorite conspiracy theory, he's kind of on the fence on whether it's a conspiracy or not, is that the moon is a megastructure planted by the human progenitors.
That's amazing.
Please tell us more.
So is this like a hollow moon thing?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a Dyson sphere inside the core of the moon.
My name is Annalyn Hardy, and I play Taylor Jacobs, a centaur barbarian with a heart of gold. She works for Marketing Solutions Plus, and her favorite conspiracy theory is that Taylor Swift and Karlie Kloss are actually lesbian lovers.
They so are.
Don't you love that, though?
I do.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Katie. I play Krystal. She is a drow druid and the owner of her very own MLM, Khurch of Klarity. And her favorite conspiracy theory is one that she laughs in the face of, and it is that MLMs are a pyramid scheme.
Wait, so what does she think about MLMs?
Oh, they're a direct marketing company. It's completely legitimate. That's why she laughs at the people that say they're pyramid schemes, because that's not true. They're legitimate businesses with legitimate products.
Look, bro, just send me $500 and that gets you tier 1,
Yeah.
okay?
She's definitely not recruiting, not recruiting people just to have a downline. She's selling a product.
Hey, I'm Marjorie. I play Amy Ann Amanda. She's a human fighter, basic B, rough and tumble, and she has a freshly minted dentistry degree. Her favorite conspiracy theory, it's not fully formed in her mind, but it definitely is related to fluoride in the water.
Okay.
It's all the fluoride that prevented the idea from fully forming.
Exactly.
So she's not pro fluoride.
She's seen the like decline in dental income since fluoride was introduced to the water, and she's not happy.
Yeah. There's definitely something sus about it. She
So
knows
is that why she's on board with essential
Could be,
oils?
could be related.
Potentially, because
Yeah.
it's a natural resource.
Definitely.
It's a natural product.
That evil laugh when you say it's a natural product is perfect.
Sorry, I didn't laugh. What are you talking about?
Hi, I'm Tyler. I play the Paladin Bentley, and his favorite conspiracy theory is a classic, the Flat Earth theory, just because it's so easy to disprove. You ever seen that video of that dude who's a flat earther on YouTube? And he's like, oh, this is a whole thing where we put a light, spread it out really far away, and try to look through a hole, and he disproves his own.
Yeah. He's like the light will shine through because the Earth's flat, and it doesn't. And he goes, well, if he holds it up, then that'll mean it's curved. Hey, hold it up, and you see the light come right through his experiment. He's like, we must have built these boards wrong.
That's why that's Bentley's favorite.
All right.
That is pretty funny.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Jimothy Six. He's a gnome artificer in this world. My favorite conspiracy theory is that the government invented Call of Duty to desensitize teens to violence, because that's the dystopian future we're headed towards. So, subtle, but we're getting there.
Oh, that's dark.
That is so
I was like, ooh, spooky.
All right, and your DM's favorite conspiracy theory: national parks in the U.S. are gateways to the Feywild. That's why people go missing and they're never found. It's because the U.S. government signed an agreement with the fairy courts to allow them to abduct a certain number of people so that we could have peace. When we last left off, you guys had survived the woods, mostly intact.
physically.
Yeah, physically you're there. Emotionally and mentally, not too sure on a few of them. And you guys had made it out into a clearing to the main road. You also saw what appeared to be a wagon approaching closer with the name down the side of it that I gave you last time as Bluegle.
Bluegle. That's right.
Can you spell Bluegle for the room?
Bluegle is Blugal, and then the U has two little dots over the top that I've been informed is pronounced umlaut. You guys are probably 50 yards from the main highway, and what would you like to do?
We're going to head that way, I believe. Going to try and track him down, see if we can get some information.
Yes, 100%.
People! Let's go!
Yeah, we're going to need to run towards that road.
Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we
right.
can catch a ride.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, it's easy enough to sprint over, and you guys aren't being stealthy, right?
No.
Correct.
Not even
Okay,
close.
I didn't figure, but
the opposite.
You
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
you see a blonde young elf woman driving the cart, and she sees you approaching, like waving your hands and everything. You see pull the reins back and slow the horses down, and she turns and says, "Oh, hello. Can we help you with something?"
Hi, my name's Taylor Jacobs. Yes, we would like to head into the city.
Oh, you're heading for the city?
Yes.
That's where we're headed. She kind of looks at the cart, and you see her. Hold on one second, and you see her kind of. She turns back. She goes, "You guys look a little ragged. Are you okay?"
No.
No,
Not okay.
you're not okay.
But she looks at Krystal.
Okay.
She says, "Ma'am, you have blood on your forehead."
And blood on her hands.
Do you say that?
I say that.
Okay. She kind of looks at you and goes, "We don't want any trouble."
It was a bear. We had to defend ourselves.
Oh, you were attacked by a bear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're very upset about it.
It was a traumatic experience for all of us involved.
It made like a really sad sound as it died too.
Oh.
Yep.
But we don't want any trouble either. We're
So
just
you
looking
guys
to get to the
barely escaped the woods.
Oh.
It was
This
very
whole
depressing.
section.
town. No.
She she turns and says, "Oh my goodness, that's awful." She whispers something in some unintelligible tongue, and one of the other people in the cart hands a water skin over and says, "Would you care for some water?"
Absolutely. And I'm also gonna take the water skin and then put some water on a cloth so I can help Krystal
Okay.
with the blood on her face.
She just starts crying.
oh, honey.
You guys seem like you've had a day. Here, we'll make a little bit of room. And she kind of looks, and she looks at you, Taylor Jacobs. And she's kind of like, we should be able to fit most of you.
Taylor gets it. Totally. Absolutely. I'd be happy to walk alongside. Everyone hop
okay.
in.
I didn't want to be mean, but okay, that's fine.
I'm still getting used to this new body too. No worries there.
She
It's
goes,
nice that she didn't ask you to help pull
She
the
looks
cart.
around
That is nice.
and she pulls an apple out and she kind of hands it. She goes, "Would you like an apple?"
That is so kind. Absolutely. Would anyone else like an apple? She's not even going to know. It's all
Is that racist? Is she being racist?
People like apples.
They do? Yeah.
She's going to
Not
take
horses.
Is it a green apple or a red apple?
It's a red apple.
Richard would also like an apple, please.
Okay. She said, "Oh, yes."
I like that our Uber has snacks.
5 stars.
5-star rating.
She hands you an apple.
Much
and
appreciated.
You get it, and you realize this definitely it's not like a number 1 pristine apple. You can tell this is definitely seconds.
Yeah, so Richard looks at it and he is pretty hungry, so he bites out the parts that are not gross. And he's like, "Well, that was fun while it lasted."
She and they help you, the rest of you, into the cart, and they begin going again. Says, "You all are dressed kind of weird. Where are you from?"
Atlanta.
Atlanta. I've never heard of that province. Is it far?
Probably. We're not quite sure. We're not from here. And so we're trying to get to... Guys, what was the place we're trying to go to? Anthenium?
Trivago something?
Okay, we're trying to find out some more stuff because we think we've been transported here. So there's some school that we're trying to get to.
Yeah, there's an old guy in the
You're
woods.
trying to go to the Athenium.
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds
There
right.
we go.
Some
So-
old guy in the woods kept telling us about wizards and things, and we were just like, "We just want to go home, my guy,
Well,
please."
you said you've been transported. Are you magic users?
No.
No, we're very normal. Very normal.
As normal as it gets.
Except
Yeah,
for
we're-
except for
we're
the one out
normal.
front.
Yeah.
She kind of looks at all of you. It's like that meme where it's like doubt. Press F for doubt. She's like, okay.
Just
Ma'am,
casual.
what is your name?
Oh, where was my manners? My name is Amanda. Amanda Lynn.
Amanda. Nice to meet you.
Good. Nice to meet you.
Okay, yeah. So I'm Amy Ann, and then I'll go around and introduce everybody. Thank you so much for letting us hitch a ride.
Oh, it's
on
good to
the
meet you
way.
all. And as you
Yeah.
go, you notice that the other 4 people in the cart are not paying any attention to you guys. And you see as one of them is holding a staff that has a glowing orb on the end of it, and he's kind of standing up, and the other 3 are furiously sketching the countryside as they go along.
Are you magic?
The one
them
holding
questions.
are you dressing the one holding the rod?
Yeah. I mean, if we're,
Is it a big rod?
It's average. He turns and he's like, a little bit.
well, what are you sketching?
Well, I'm not sketching anything. I'm holding the beacon.
What are they sketching?
We're part of the Bluegill Countryside Viewer program.
Oh, can you? What's that? Can tell us about it?
Well, it allows our Bluegill terminals to pull up an image of the countryside based on where you're trying to go. It helps you find your way.
How much of the world have you explored?
Mostly just primary roads at this point. It's a fairly new service. We're in beta testing.
Oh, okay. You guys, I think that if we go to where they have all this information, we can try to look at a world map to get an idea
Yes.
of where we're at.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic idea, Jimothy.
Oh my God, you guys are gonna make me draw a world map.
Yes, absolutely. Big brain
A
Jimothy
map of
on
Buick
there.
LeBaron.
This is when you just pull out.
It's just gonna be like one big middle finger, like the continent shaped like.
It's like a sandbar.
What you do is you get a map of Chesapeake Bay and just change the names.
Yeah. He says, "Well, we do have a good bit of the main trade routes mapped."
I think that'd be very useful. We
I
need to
think
go.
so.
We need to go to their headquarters.
I think so.
And Amanda
Is it
turns,
near the Athenaeum?
Amanda turns back. She says, "Well, they're all in Lavron. It's where everyone tries to is trying to make a buck these days."
Is this service like for free? Are we like we're not having to pay for this, right?
What service?
Like a map service?
Are you talking about the Countryside Viewer program?
Yeah.
Well, all Bluegill terminals charge some form of payment, for the services. That's how the company makes its money.
Seems like it should be free.
Oh, apples aren't free. Grass isn't free. Nothing in Travaria is free. Everything has a price.
All right, onward we go.
To clarify, only Taylor and Richard took an apple
Yes.
and the water skin from them, right?
Yes.
Okay. Was anything?
She heard that and she's like, I'm on to them.
Okay. Amy Ann specifically does not want to share drinking vessels because of germs.
Yes.
So
Okay,
she
that tracks.
would not have, taken part in any of that. So, but as Amanda is saying that, Amy Ann's going to kind of look at Richard because presumably he's closer inside the cart.
Mm-hmm.
You think that apple cost anything?
Oh, shit. The apples are expensive. If it's anything like where we come from, like, you're definitely paying for it. Oh, God. Hope it's not freaking
It'd
Honeycrisp.
be hard for it to not be organic.
Right, but we don't know that yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Please let it be like a Fuji or a Gala, not Honeycrisp.
So I know Bentley's just gonna fall asleep as soon as he gets in the cart.
As the ride goes on, you slowly see the woods begin to clear out, and you see more and more signs of civilization. You see farms and small communities along the highway, and then off in the distance, it almost looks like a mountain, and you can't quite make out anything, but it's on the in your vision range. It looks like what appears to be a small mountain range just in the middle of a clearing. Amanda turns. She says, "So, you guys are new here, but I just have to warn you, Lavron is not a cheap place to be. Cost of living is very, very high in the city. So, I'm assuming by the look of you and by what you've said that you don't have jobs.
Well, we do
I'm
have
a business
jobs.
owner. So yeah. I
You're a
have job.
business owner.
Yeah.
What business do you own?
So my business is Krystal Klarity, and I'm sure that if you had some time, we could sit down and talk about
You're
it.
one of the. I've been so interested in talking with some of you people. You're part of the. You're part of the cult.
Well, I wouldn't call it a cult. I would call it a direct marketing company.
No,
with...
the Church of Klarity. Wait, Klarity with like a K.
Yes. Yes.
And you see her. She like Amanda instantly gets excited, and she reaches she's reaching in her tunic, and she pulls out a folded paper, and she hands it to you, Krystal.
Okay, she looks around the cart and then takes the piece of paper and opens it and starts to read.
And you are instantly filled with rage because you see your marketing slogans all over this piece of paper, and you see an unfamiliar symbol, and at the top it says the Church of Klarity.
Okay, so this seems to be some interesting information, and I think what we're going to do is I'm going to hold on to this. My name is Krystal. This is my brand that you're showing me. I'm in charge of this. So
You said your name is Krystal of Krystal Klarity.
yes.
No, Krystal was in Lavron last week. She was giving a demonstration and she actually took her and her converts to their commune where they're making all of these products.
Well, I would love to meet this person. So if you could maybe, when we get to Lavron, if you could maybe show me where she is, we probably should have a conversation about, trademark infringement.
Oh, we could. I mean, I could help you find it. I just think it's so interesting. I didn't get to meet any of the higher ups in the cult, so getting to meet one like this is almost like meeting a celebrity.
Well, I do understand that not a lot of people do get to meet me in person because it is pretty rare. Most of my stuff is done online. But
getting to meet a higher up like you and the founder in the same week is amazing.
Yeah.
So, are you like a priest?
Sure. Yeah, we're going with that. We're just gonna.
Oh, that's so wonderful. This has just made my day.
Mine too. It's not like I've spent, better part of my adult life creating this company.
Do you does anyone do you show anyone else this?
No.
So
Okay.
while they're having that conversation, Richard's gonna lean over to Jimmy. He's like, "Did I hear her say cult in a positive tone of voice?"
Yeah, I was kind of noticing that. That's a little different than what I'm used to.
Yeah, normally cults are a bad thing. Maybe we should not have gotten into this random Uber.
I have a plan.
I'm listening.
It's a surprise plan. I can't say it.
Okay, give me the signal and we'll just go with it.
Okay, when I'm ready, you'll know.
Okay.
How far away from the town are we?
She says, "Oh, just a few more. Probably just a few more hours at this point."
Okay.
And you see as she points towards the mountain or the thing that you guys thought was a mountain up ahead. She says, "But back to the rest of you. If you're looking for work, I'm sure my boss could find some use for you. He's always interested in skills and information of far travelers."
Well, I don't think we plan on being here for too long. We kind of already have jobs.
We've got bright careers ahead of us.
We're going to be here for as long as it takes for me to figure out what's going on with this cult / marketing theft that's happening, this brand theft. I'm getting to the bottom of this. They're infringing on my business.
We can talk to the lawyers when we get back.
That would be
we have
great.
a great legal team at Marketing Solutions Plus.
Well, it's not going so great for you guys right this very second.
So on that point, you notice a couple of the slogans on that pamphlet were actually some of the material that was being pitched to you today.
Did you guys sell my stuff in advance?
Absolutely not. If anything, we've been hacked. That is not anything we would intentionally do with any of our clients.
I was promised exclusive marketing from you guys. What is happening? What is going on? Why is this
Before we need to understand what's going on there, that's where you're hung up is how did that information make it to this world? We need to understand how this world came to be. I think, I'm understanding what you're saying, but I think in terms of priority list, we're going to put that one down here.
It's not your life's work that's being infringed upon right now. It's
I'm not
mine.
even sure if this is real life right now.
So as you guys are all arguing, one of the guys in the cart, you noticed he stopped what he was doing for a second, and he fetched something, and he walks over to the side of the cart, and he starts he's got a healer's kit in his hand, and he's looking at you, and he says, "Are you sure you were hacked? I don't see any cuts."
Can she take psychological damage?
I'm pretty sure if she took any more psychological damage, she would collapse.
Yeah, that's fair. Do we get a long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
y'all got a long rest.
Oh, okay,
but
gotcha.
He's just kind of looking over you. He's like, "You don't look like you're cut."
Not physically, no.
Oh, mind hacked.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one sounds kind of scary.
No, I mean,
He pulls out a flask of whiskey, and he's like, "Mind hacked."
Oh my goodness.
It's for inside
I
wounds.
generally try not to drink at work until it's after 5, so maybe not this time.
He
But
like looks around.
Krystal's my client, so I'm on the clock.
I'll take some of
She's
that.
like, this is billable.
I'll take some of that.
is like,
mind
no,
hack
it is
potion
not.
if you-
You're
Hey,
stealing
he
from
hands
me.
it over to you, no problem.
Thank you.
Oh,
So
God.
as this is all happening, and she takes out a couple of coins, just random ones, and she said, "Amanda, okay, so we're new here, right? How much would you say it would cost to like get a room in Lavron?"
Well, that depends where you want to stay.
Well, I think the Anthenium is our goal. So where is that?
Oh, well, the Athenium district only has housing for students.
Okay, so close to that, within
Okay,
reasonable.
the merchants district, probably 50 gold a night.
50 gold a night.
no.
Okay, cheaper than that. Are there cheaper places?
Well, there's
For everyone or per
so
person?
there's down by the docks. You might be able to find a place for 15 gold a night.
Is that per person?
Well, it depends on the place. And it depends on how good you are at sneaking.
Interesting.
Clearly,
So
that's
said-
not our...
Amy Ann takes a couple of say she brings out a silver piece and a gold piece. So this is okay. So you're talking about 50 of these ones, right?
And she points at the gold one.
Okay.
Yes, that one.
Okay. So during this conversation, Amy Ann's just trying to get an idea
Yeah.
of how much. Okay.
So right now, think of like a gold is like $1.
$1. Okay.
Inflation's really hit this place. She turns to you, she goes, now, you could find some cheaper accommodations in the corporate sector.
That sounds reasonable. Okay.
And you could probably stay there for, I don't know, 25 silver a night.
Okay.
But you have to be careful. It's the corporate sector. You got to watch out for the corporate raiders.
Corporate sounds really good. That sounds like exactly where we want to be.
The corporate sector is a lawless land where the only thing that matters
Oh,
is how much gold you have to spend. So
interesting.
it's also where
Doesn't
Bluegle.
sound like corporate at all.
It's also where Bluegle headquarters is, but it's in the nice part.
If we're gonna go there anyway, might as well take a look, right?
We can always, yeah. We can shop. We don't have to buy, right?
Yes. I hopefully.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Hopefully.
Does anyone else have anything they'd like to ask Amanda Lynn?
You every time you say it just throws me off from all the questions I'm trying to think of.
I've been sitting on that name, waiting for you guys to get to get
get to
introduced.
Oh, man.
Wait, is there a joke that I'm not getting there?
Amanda Lynn's an
Mandolin.
instrument.
No.
It's like the ukulele.
What do you do for a living, Amanda?
Oh, she says, well, when I'm not driving the carts and stuff, I moonlight at open bar nights and
So-
wherever I can play.
Wait, she's an Uber driver, but a musician is another freelance gig.
Yes.
Oh my
Big
god.
sad.
She's talking to us about money,
Right, because
Where
she
do you
knows.
live?
I bet.
the hustle.
She says, oh, I live in the corporate sector. It's the only place I can afford on these ways.
Well, Amanda Lynn, we would love to hear you play. Where are you? When's your next gig?
She sits there and you see her pull out like a pad of paper and it's got her calendar and it says Bluegle across the top. And she's looking and she goes, it looks like Friday I'm playing down by the docks. It's sea shanty night.
Neat.
What a
What?
banger.
And what day is today?
Today's Monday.
Okay.
Your reaction to it being Monday was too real.
So last night was Sunday, but we were in work. This whole thing is very strange.
It's timey-wimey bullshit. Just
Yeah.
deal with it.
No, that's exactly what Richard is coming to realize. But if we have some downtime, Richard's gonna spend a little bit of time just like looking at his phone, just trying to make sure everything is okay.
It looks intact. Now you're pulling out your phone and looking at it. Are you doing that like sneakily or are you being open?
Richard has no reason to do that.
Yeah.
Sneakily.
Okay. So you guys get closer and closer, and you notice that the fields are becoming flatter and flatter, and you almost smell you begin to smell like what appears to be salt water in the air, like that smell like when you get close to a coast. And you notice that this mountain that just kind of rose out of nowhere on the horizon, you begin to pick out walls and buildings, and you see that there's this massive city in front of you that looks completely out of place. Like the buildings, they look like faintly medieval, but they're like as tall as skyscrapers.
What the heck?
She kind of turns around and looks, and she notices Bentley's still asleep. And Amanda turns, she goes, "Hey, you might want to wake up your friend. The view is spectacular up ahead."
Amy Ann shoves him with her elbow. Wake up!
Bentley kind of like falls over and like what? Like sets up. Does he see? You said we're getting close to the coast. Does he see a palm tree?
You wouldn't see any palm trees.
Rip.
This is the West Coast.
Oh, okay.
The northern West Coast.
Yeah, he's looking around. He's like, "Wait, where are we? What's going on?"
Amanda turns. She goes, "You're in Travaria."
Oh, cool. We made it. All right. I didn't wake up and suddenly back to reality.
Dawned on me earlier, like Marcel said, Trivago. And she says, "Welcome to Lavron." Because as you're getting closer and closer, you notice that the urban sprawl has started moving out to like the countryside, and outside of the walls of the city that you can see up ahead, you see lots of small little villages, and you see a bunch of what look to be farmhouses, but they're on like quarter-acre lots. And
so Bentley is going to actually slide off the back of the cart and start walking next to it because he's trying to wake up.
Make me a acrobatics check.
An acrobatics check. 14.
Okay, you roll off the back and go 1 foot into some soft mud and almost eat it. But you manage to get it together, and you're walking, and you realize, wow, that was easier than I thought it was.
Nice.
Hey, Bentley.
Hi.
Thanks for joining.
Bentley's going to like move to the other side. Talk to Jimothy and them. Like, what I missed? Did I miss anything important?
There's so much, man.
We don't know where to start.
All right. Cool. You can catch me up on it later.
Turns out Krystal is the leader of a cult.
Oh.
This universe that exists.
I kind of figured that was the same thing in the one we left, but I mean,
yeah.
Excuse me.
So there are a lot of 1-for-1 here.
Stop shitting on my business. I'm having a hard day.
Yeah, a couple days.
No, Bentley's just gonna like look at Jimothy. I was kind of hoping I would wake up and be in bed, but you know.
Yeah, like we've woken up from this terrible nightmare.
Yeah. So he's gonna like start walking across the cart and be like rubbing his eyes, trying to wake up.
So as you guys get closer and closer, you begin approaching the main city gate. And you see this very large brick gate house that you're approaching, and the gates are open. And you see lots of soldiers standing around, and they're kind of watching everybody come to and fro. They're not really messing with anybody, but you can tell they're making like a show of it that they're there. And as you enter, Amanda turns and she says, "The city's kind of split among a few small parts. There's the government sector, which is where the regent watches over the city. There's the Grand Bazaar, where most of the trading and merchants' activity happens. There's the Elventarn, which is that's where the tribes of elves make their home in the city. There's the docks, which I told you about. I mean, I feel like that one's pretty self-explanatory. And of course, there's the corporate sector." And she points at the gate. Like, you notice as you enter this part of the city, it's like a big, almost like a big rotunda with multiple gates leading to different parts of the city. And she said, "This is the Grand Bazaar." And you see lots of shops and things. And you see the other gates heading to the different parts. And each one of them is kind of themed in what's on that side. And she points at the one that says corporate sector, and you notice like a bunch of warning signs on it, and like it looks like the rest of them, the soldiers are kind of standing pointed like towards the Grand Bazaar, like they're guarding that sector. But for the corporate sector one, they're actually like facing the corporate sector, like they're waiting for something to spill over from there. She says, "Don't worry about the signs. The dangers are a bit overblown. Sure, it's not as stable as the government sector, but the pay's better. Just try to avoid any hostile." She said, "Just try to avoid any hostile takeovers."
Oh, man.
Alex, yes.
She says, "Well, we've made it to the city. Would you guys, were you interested in coming to work for my boss, or did you want to do some exploring?"
I think, sorry, Amy, not to cut you off. I think based off of our conversation on the cart, I think we'll take some time to collect ourselves. So if you just point us in the general direction, maybe we'll meet you there later.
Okay. And she tells you it's easy enough to find. Just look for the big multicolored sign that says Bluegill once you enter the corporate sector.
Easy enough. Appreciate that.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you all. Good luck and don't get stabbed.
As we are departing this cart,
Oh, God.
I enact my plan that I've been scheming for 2 hours.
Oh, no.
I'm stealing that staff.
Do it.
Okay. Describe to me what you're going to do to get the staff away from the guy and to run off with it.
Well, you see, I've got a full set of thieves, tinkers, carpenter tools. I can do whatever I need to do here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to need this staff in the future, but it seems like an object of great importance, and I'm looting him.
Okay. So you're going to try to pickpocket the staff out of his hands?
Well, I'm going to try to... I've been thinking about this whole time.
Okay.
Right?
Obviously.
He's like, fuck you, God.
I need you to describe your plan. Like, what are you going to do to get this?
Well, you see, as they're, we're standing there having conversation. Okay, get off the cart, get out of my car, blah, blah. We are making dialogue with them. Eventually, I'm hoping that he'll set the staff down to come and talk to the rest of the group. And while they're distracted by the rest of the group, I'm going to sneak very carefully, because I'm very small and they won't notice me, to the other side of the cart, gently grab the staff and replace it with the crude replica that I've made out of a stick I found on the ground using the cart in my bag. I've got all the tools sitting right here.
Okay.
All right, hang on, I'm not done. Okay, and then, we're going to quietly, but calmly walk away, and hopefully by the time, oh man, I'm done for work for the day, we're gonna go here, blah blah, and he won't notice the staff has been changed out with like a popsicle stick version of it until tomorrow morning when he needs to go back to work.
Okay.
Because I'm not planning, the work day's over for him probably. I'm not planning on him needing to grab it again until we're well out of sight.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, their job was to go out and to map the countryside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they're back at the city. I'm going to say that, he probably is tired of standing. So since they're at the city, which is obviously going to be the first thing that was mapped, he probably has sat the staff down. So we're going to need you to make some dice rolls.
I've got this one right here. I've been warming it up.
So first off, have you told anybody about your plan?
Yeah, I told Richard about it quietly on the ride over here.
Okay.
And Richard's okay with this.
Richard thought we were just trying to make a quick escape in case this cult thing was more than just an interest.
So the first thing I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to make me, because you were like carving on this thing while y'all were riding in this cart. I'm going to need you to make me a sleight of hand check to see how well you did it and nobody noticed. Actually,
did you notice?
I want to give you advantage just because of the audacity of your plan. You're going to need... Actually, it's not going to be sleight of hand. We're going to go stealth.
I feel like it says a lot about Jimothy's character that as soon as
his first dice roll is him stealing something.
Yeah, I was going to say, as soon as there's it's kind of like a Glock is just keep an honest man honest.
Yeah.
As soon as that lock's not there, I'm stealing crap.
All right, so let's hear them dice.
Got a 12.
Okay, now plus your stealth modifier.
0.
Okay, so plus 0. So you got a 12. Okay, so that's gonna factor in on your success or failure.
Are we able to use those fate dice?
That is a good point. Hold on a second. I forgot to do that beforehand.
If you had a chance to change your fate, would ya?
Okay, so currently, Kyle, there are 2 good omens and 2 bad omens. I will give, since I did not have those up, I will give you the opportunity to re-roll once with the fate die, if you choose. Or do you want to keep the 12?
12 is not good.
Not good.
Not good. not good.
Yeah, I've been in this position before, though. Then, you know what? Give me that die.
All right.
The first one.
So that goes to a 1. So that makes...
The whole plan really rides on this first part.
So roll that.
But yes, good call.
Is it worse?
No, it's a 13.
Oh, hey, that's one better. Hey, that could be
You
the
never
difference
know.
between success and failure. Okay, so now hand me that back.
It is funny. That's just one. But
Now,
Hey, improvement's improvement, okay?
that's right. 1% is still improvement.
now I need you to make me a perception check.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
This is the best thing.
It's a 2.
Is that with your modifier?
That's still a +0.
Okay. So a 2. So that was how good of a look you got at the object while he was holding it to start carving.
It's staff-shaped. It's the only
I
thing
know.
that's...
It's not an automatic failure. This is just determining how successful or failure you're going to be.
Yeah, there are many parts of your plan, so we
So
have to go
now the last check I need you to make is I need you to make me a... God, what would an artificer check be for like carving something?
Is it like a proficiency in one of his
I was
tools?
say artificer
Yeah.
uses intelligence. So.
Okay, so what's your intelligence modifier?
Would that be 18?
So it's +4.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll a d20 +4 +2 because that's your proficiency is +2 right now, and you're proficient with your artisan tools. So d20 +6.
Oh, buddy. 19.
What?
So
It's 19 plus 6, or is
Oh, 19 plus 6 would be 25.
yeah, that is a
Oh my
25.
God.
So just to run it down, his sneakiness of this whole thing was a 13.
Mm-hmm.
He got the best view he got was a 2. But his carving skills are a 25. So now I've got to roll some dice. And the first one is to see how good or bad they were at like noticing what he was doing.
Keep in mind, I'm small.
Okay. I know.
You won't see me.
All right. Now
I'm shorter than the cart.
How
in the cart together.
Well, not now. We're out of the cart.
Okay. So now the last thing I need you to do, the staff he's put down. You have your facsimile that you have created.
Finally crafted.
And now I need you to make a sleight of hand check while everyone is distracted. Now, you did not do well enough for you to have advantage, but you didn't do poorly enough for you to have disadvantage. So this is a straight roll plus your sleight of hand to steal the staff.
That'd be 16, and then I guess my dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
Okay, so 15.
I figured your dex would be
So
better than
stressed
mine.
out right now.
So here we go. Let's see what their perception is to you.
What was it? You know it's bad when the DM makes a face.
Yeah.
Or good.
Or
Well-
good, yes, that's true.
They rolled an 8. So you managed to hot swap them like Indiana Jones. And now you slip out of the cart, and as everyone says their goodbyes, you guys begin to fade into the crowd. I need everyone to roll perception.
Oh, God.
23.
Okay?
16.
18, 16.
Richard got a 7.
5.
Okay, so you two
Richard
are
doesn't
distracted
know what
by
he
the
was
sights and sounds of the city.
And the fact that my business is being stolen from me.
Yeah, but the rest of you, as you start fading into the crowd, you hear someone go, "Oh, what the hell is this? That little shit ran off with our stick." And as you're holding it, the end begins to glow.
I just stuffed that in my bare pants. No one can see it.
And that is where we are going to pick up next time.
Gratitude today keeps the haters away, and that's why we want to thank you for listening to Overworked and Underplayed. You just heard Alex Capps as our DM, Annalyn Hardy as Taylor Jacobs, Katie as Krystal, Marjorie as Dr. Amy Ann Amanda, Marcel Hardy as Richard Cox, Tyler as Bentley, and Kyle as Jimmy Sticks. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll circle back in 2 weeks on December 1st for the next episode. In the meantime, you can help us with our year-end peer reviews by rating us, leaving reviews, and subscribing wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also help us out by following us on social at OwnUpPod. That's OWNUPPOD. We also have a subreddit r/OwnUp.
That answers my question. Is this a Dollar General town or a Target town? This is a Target town.
Bro, this is like Macy's.
I was going to say Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, they
okay.
definitely
My
have a
personal
Trader
preference.
Joe's.
That's even just canon. There's no difference between
Yeah,
it
it's
and
the exact same store.